Welcome back to a new video. We have been grinding smithing like we said in the last video. Just to recap, we are going for level 60 for Succession, and let's get this show on the road. I've done a lot of smithing here in my time, and I sometimes do the ceremonial swords. This is the first time I got 100% while I'm low level. That gave me 2 smithing levels, from 53 to 55. That's insane. After a lot of AFKing, I finally got the level 60 level. I mean, that was a while ago. I AFK'd very hard. It's Kindred Spirits and Succession, the levels needed for them. So Succession, I have everything I need for it. Already got the Crux Favor from the Herb Lord, like I talked about. Just gotta go do it. We did some clues. We got 4 elite caskets. I have more elites, I just don't feel like doing them without the treasure totem. So maybe I'll go for that soon. Let's see what we get. Fortune component. Can tower skipping, I guess. It's worth a lot of money. No, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it though. Ooh, I should have kept it. Actually, anti-fires, you know? I'm actually okay with that. And another fortunate. That is fortunate, yeah, fortunate. It's good. Finally done it. Daughter of Chaos, part 1 of the Succession questline completed. I think the Civil War parts are next, which should be pretty simple. I have most of the requirements already done, so it should just be like talking to people. To give a little update for anyone that's curious of collection log, I hardly haven't gotten any, mainly just from the clues I've done and shown. But I have gotten quite a few, like 3 preserved meat, adrenaline crystals, wilderness salt from killing hellhounds. I'm killing these hellhounds. It's my Slayer task. I kind of feel bad for killing them, to be honest. Wasted a whole bunch of them. But it's also, I need 144 demons killed inside the wilderness for the achievement to do Civil War Part 1. I'm going to save these last 5 hellhounds for Cerberus, though. Here is Civil War Part 1 done. On to Part 2, which should only be like a minute, not even. Civil War Part 2. Part 3 should also be only like a minute or 2. Just have to go to Alcrid. Here is Civil War Part 3. That's the last Civil War. On to Succession. And that is Succession completed, finally. That was a long cutscene at the end. We now have access to the dive ability. Very nice. It's like bladed dive, but without the melee weapons, but it doesn't do damage. We also get access to the tier 6 puzzle box. Lots of upgrades there, and I'll show those in a second. So for the tier 6 puzzle box, we get a host of things. You can read them. The main things are Infernal Puzzle Box can be added to the tool belt, and your adrenaline will no longer drain outside of combat. The other ones are very nice too, obviously, but those are the main 2 I'm looking forward to. We decided to work on the banner. I did the banner of the Godless because I'm a big fan of the Godless. I am a big fan of Gothics as well. And I just got done the skilling part, which means I can get my daily skill boost for the day, which I'm at 67 fishing. So that means I can get 68 fishing to get into the fishing guild to do the traveling merchant. We just bought everything from the merchant. The merchant had a large Gobi charm, which we have not buried yet. It had Slayer VIP tickets. We got 15 of them. It's pretty nice now. And we also got some Sacred Clay, which we're gonna need a lot of that stuff. So I'm currently doing my weekly Herby Werby, trying to get some Herblore experience. If I can get up to 57 Herblore, that'll unlock Fairy Tale Part 2. And I already have all the levels for Fairy Tale Part 3, oddly enough. So I'll be able to get all 3 of them done back to back to back if I just get this one last level, which would be really nice to get Fairy Rings unlocked without using the Drama Staff and the Magic Watering Can. So let's see if we can get it done. Well, I didn't quite get to 57. I'm only 5.8k away. I could just go do a Jack of Trades aura because I still have the daily reset for that from the Premier Artifact, and we'll get 57 from that. The Jack of Trades aura is done, and this should get me to 57. That is 57. That should be all levels you need for Fairy Tale Part 2. I guess next up is just going to do those 4 quests. So Lost City, then 1, 2, and 3. I have finally completed the Hellhound task I got so long ago. I did a lot of it in the wilderness to try to get those demons up, but I did just finish it with Cerberus. It got me to 62 Slayer. I don't think I'm going to go for it again. If I get Hellhounds, I'll obviously come back here, but I'm not going to go out of my way to reset my task. I need to get some Slayer points now. Just to give a little update on the player-owned farms, I've been doing it off and on. I got the sheep, obviously, for the necromancy gear, and I've gotten 2 out of however many different flavors of cows you need for the archaeology. And we're still breeding cows. I'm just now starting chickens. So let's, I'm trying to get some beans at this moment. We're running low on beans. Here's a big milestone, level 50 summoning. My teammate put a lot of charms and stuff like that inside the storage, so he said just go ahead and use them. I've been using them, got to level 50. I'm hoping I can get up to like 65, 67 for War Tortoise. But of course, while doing summoning, I have to go to the tree. It always interrupts, but it's so good. So after a lot of grinding, buying items, buying charms, we are down to 1.8 mil. Still a good amount. But we are out of charms pretty much. We got a little bit more greens. And I can easily get more from just AFKing some Croesus, but I feel like questing randomly. So I think it's time for some quests. Very easy quest done. Shield Arav. You don't even need 2 people anymore. You can do it by yourself, and it's very fast. And with entering this shed right here, that should be the end of the Lost Cities quest. Very, very quick. There it is. Very nice. 3 quest points. And here is the first part of it. I just need part 2 and 3 now. And that is the first part of Fairy Tale Part 2 completed. So that is the fairy rings unlocked now. So I never noticed this. I always just skim over the names of things in quests. But her name is Fairy Enough. Obviously, Fairy Enough. I didn't realize, like, fair enough. You win some, you lose some, and I lost this one. There is the completion of Fairy Tale Part 2. A good amount of XP. Fairy Network unlocked. Part 3 is next. There is Fairy Tale Part 3. Here is the very long and kind of annoying quest. Lunar Diplomacy done. That means I get lunar armor. That's huge for the account. Well, my recorder broke for a little bit, but I did just get 80 necromancy. I can't upgrade yet. We don't have Banite bars yet because our group members that's doing this smithing doesn't have the level for it yet. It's like 5 more levels for him, so it won't take too long. I'm currently doing my Jot, and I'm going to do both of them before the daily reset. At this point, I don't know what to put my Jots into. I was doing agility. I've already gotten 62. I don't need any higher at the moment. Herblore would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Herblore on this. Well, I think I'm gonna call that it for the video. It's been quite a long one, I believe, at least looking at the clips. I didn't put it together yet, but we've got a lot of stuff done. I've gotten 80 necromancy. It's double XP, so I was doing some core parties. They're not as great as I was expecting. I only got to 73, but I do plan to do more. But I thank you guys all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.